Hey, so, been a while. Oh, shit. Wow, my apartment looks so much different. That's me. Over there. It's a portrait that some lady painted. And that's a chair I picked up. You can check the recent shorts for the chair lore. But, new mic. You already know about this. Been a while. Yeah, so, here's the thing. What I was trying to do was make a little Patreon service wherein I would kind of like make a video on any topic the user or buyer wanted for like $5 or $10. I think I was gonna do $10, but apparently that was too cheap, so might update that. Anyways, when making these advertisements, I was trying to make them a little edgy. Okay, a little attention grabbing, right? It's how advertisement marketing should be. So I thought it'd be a good idea to read the titles of some of my videos, and YouTube didn't like that at all. So what I did was I was like, okay, hey, I can't even play the video. They literally won't let me play it. Basically, in the video, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be making a video on any topic you want for $10. $10, whatever, right? And so I sat there and I said, okay, now these are some of my favorite titles of the videos I've created. And I said, I can actually show you the names. Let's see, what was it? Videos. It was this one. It was this one. I said this one. Okay, they didn't like that. And they didn't like this one. Okay? But I don't really know which it was. I think it was the first one. Will the world ever know? Who knows? Okay, but I'm gonna upload another video that I made and didn't get the chance to upload because I just found out that my shit was done skis. Essentially, they gave me a strike. I think the strike is still present. They gave me a strike, dude, for saying the titles of YouTube videos. Here's the thing. I understand it because, as, a company that deals with the monetization of videos on a daily basis, millions of videos, by the way, you can't, go by hand and check every single video and the integrity of every single report that a video receives. So I understand the fact that the AI can make mistakes, but my appeal got denied. Okay. The next best thing, because I tried to call Google and that just won't. There's no help desk for YouTube. The next best thing was to make a community post, and my community post got fucking removed. So that was a little annoying. The next thing I could do is literally sue YouTube. I would win. But I really don't, it's not a huge deal. It was like a 16-second video, and I wasn't going to make any money off of it, and it's not a huge deal. So I'll just pivot and make some other type of advertisement. It is a little annoying, but, what the fuck, really? But does that mean I'm going to be careful when I make videos? Absolutely fucking not. So here, look. It's still active, actually. Active community strikes, 1. Okay, your channel will get a second. If this happens again, you'll get a second guideline strike. You won't be able to do things like upload posts for 2 weeks. So the strike expires May 1st. Appeal rejected on the 31st. Hate speech. This is a warning. That was incorrect. We've already been over this, I think. But the hate speech appeal rejected. Come on, man. There's no hate speech. I was saying the titles of videos. You're wrong. The AI was incorrect. I get it. It's AI. It's fine. But if I get a second strike, I'll probably take legal action. I'm not going to lie. So strike expires after 90 days. Deleting the video or not remove the strike. So I have 90 days. I think I can upload videos because I uploaded a short today or yesterday. So we're just going to go from there. But yeah. Actually, let me actively try and upload this video real quick and see what happens. This will be pretty cool. This is going to be my first time uploading a video while I think it was this one.
I'm curious how many people really understand how great of a percentage of politics is actually just ethical discourse.
Good point, brother. Guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. I'm gonna put that up here. What do I call this? Let's see if I can upload this. I really hope I can. It's gonna be kind of annoying if the strike has removed me from uploading for a really long time. It's gonna be kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because I enjoy making videos. Let's call it. Philosophy of politics. I don't really remember what I talked about in this video because I filmed it. When did I film this? I filmed it a while ago. Whatever. I'll just guess. Cool. Next. Public. Give me something here. Okay, I can upload videos. Cool. Alright, so I can upload videos. That's cool. Pretty cool. And then this will go up probably the second I finish filming it. So, well, I don't really have anything to say besides that. My parents brought me this and this. So this I received the week that I graduated, because I think I graduated from a military institute, if you couldn't tell. And my mom had some lady, well, she didn't even have her make it. She had it made. It was, how am I trying to say this? A lady at my mom's job made that for me. Just got literally out of the goodness of her heart. I wish I could go grab it. Whatever. It's absolutely incredible. And my parents had it framed. By the way, since you asked, I'm wearing a Tissot Powermatic 80 Diver automatic with a sweeping second hand, black bezel, black face, stainless steel. Skeleton back, by the way. This, would you believe me if I told you this is a painting? Maybe I'll, dude, holy shit. That looks crazy. It's a painting. See? She painted that by fucking hand, bro. Of course, she used a reference. There's a reference picture, but she painted it by hand. She expanded it by hand, which is absolutely incredible and absolutely impressive. She's a real artist, and she's pregnant for the second time. Good luck to her in that shit. The chair, I feel like I've had this bench now, but the chair I just acquired yesterday, it was sitting outside by the garbage of all places, and I fucking picked it up and was like, well, I inspected it, and I was like, okay, well, chair seems to work. Picked it up, fucking lugged it into my apartment, and I think originally I was going to keep it, but it kind of has an odor, so I might scam somebody on Facebook and not tell them about the odor and make $50. So that might be the plan with that. Whew. I have an incomplete... Can I share an incomplete thought with you? So, I'll start by saying the thought's not entirely complete. And, yeah, I'll just say that. Okay. How do I do this? This is, so first of all, the thought's going to be about Hitler, so I have to tread very carefully because I don't want to lose you. Do you think if you were put in the position Hitler had, given the options that he had, that of which were very slim, and given the dynamism that is alive and well in the human subconscious, dynamism is the want and natural imperative of the human psyche to expand, conquer, and to mostly expand and conquer, especially in men, by almost any means necessary. And you have two options. You could either accept this or reject this. If you reject this, guess what, buddy? It's going to come out anyways in another form. But if you accept it, then maybe you have a chance to control it. What we see in Nazi Germany in 1940 and 1930, right after World War I, when Germany was in fucking ruins, is not only a man who understood, and I don't even know if he understood, we don't know if he actually understood what he was capable of when it was happening, but we know that he took advantage of a serious opportunity of the collective unconscious to overcome. And like when you were in school and you heard about the power vacuum and things like that, it kind of brushed it off. But like, do you understand the implications of a power vacuum? Like a serious power vacuum for an entire... Germany was huge. It was not Peru. It was not Cincinnati. It was Germany. It is enormous. And it was in ruins. And at that time, like, something was going to happen. The thing is, if it wasn't Hitler, people think it was going to be somebody else. It was like, it was either going to be good or bad. So here's the thing as well. There's an instinct in men to conquer and overcome and, be the best, things like that. That's why every world leader wants as much land as possible, regardless if they tell you they do or not. That's what they want. They want the most land, influence. They want to be the most popular. They want people to know their name, things like that. And it's like, why wouldn't they? They're the world leader. It's how you get there. You don't get to the world. You don't get to be the leader of the world and then like work in silence. Some people do, but most people, especially subconsciously, want to be known, heard of, and renowned. It's kind of the point. So when put in a position of power, where am I going with this? When put in a position of power, it's very difficult. There's a small chance that at the beginning, Hitler actually wanted the best for Germany. And somewhere down the line, likely when he started losing the war, at least according to Jordan Peterson, he had the option. He had the option to get this. Hitler had the option to choose between A, as Jordan Peterson specifically calls, the demolition of people, continuing that, or B, taking a pause, winning the war, and then returning to the demolition of people, because it took the concentration camps took a lot of resources. It took a lot of time, energy, and soldiers to keep that up. And so he could have just stopped for a minute, let a couple go, whatever, or just left them, because they're fucking. These are some of the weakest people around, so he could have just left them there, won the war, came back, killed them all. But instead, he chose to, as Jordan Peterson quotes, I'm quoting him because this is his words and his thought. He chose to accelerate the mayhem. He wanted to accelerate the mayhem. Why? Why did he choose to accelerate the mayhem? Are you sure that when given the choice, regardless of the consequences, when in a position like that, you wouldn't do that? You say, no, I wouldn't do that. Okay, why? Your answer is, I can read your mind, by the way. Your answer is, because my morals are different than Hitler's. Hitler didn't have any morals. My morals are different than Hitler's. Okay, fair enough. Your morals are conscious. You know that. You know your morals are conscious. Okay? What about the instinctual desires and drivers inside of Hitler and yourself? Do you think you have control over those? What's convinced you of that? Do you even know what they are? Well, if you don't know what they are, how the fuck do you have control over them? So of course you don't have control over them. You can't even name them. Name all of your instincts. I want you to name all of your instincts and how they affect your life and your decision making and your interactions with people. Name them all. You can't. It's not possible. You know why? Because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Okay? So if you could, which the likelihood is very slim, you'd be a psychoanalyst, probably, a psychiatrist, or a psychologist. One of the three. Otherwise, you're an average person, and you're just kind of moving willy-nilly. And there's a large chance that when given the option of the two, especially as a man, you would choose the demolition of people, I believe personally. And here's why. Because you're already too deep at that point. So why not just keep fucking going? You've already broken the barrier of questionable morals. And this as well. Do the ends justify the means? Do you think? What does that mean? I mean, let's say all literature, deep thought, and signs are pointing to you have to eradicate a specific race, well, a couple specific. I mean, he killed homosexuals as well, and like the disabled. But let's say you're trying to improve society and keep the world going for as long as possible, and all the evidence that you've collected and with your limited knowledge in the 40s has shown you that there are groups of people that are literally holding back the human race. Why would you keep them around? We have a death penalty in fucking the United States. We literally erase people from the planet. We do that today. Obviously not on a large enough scale to equate that of the Holocaust. But think about it. Conceptually, it's similar, isn't it? Wherein there's a perceived cancer to the whole that must be erased. So it is erased. It's conceptual. It's not the same, but it's conceptually similar. It's just a question. Am I saying Hitler was right? No, I didn't say that in the video, did I? Quote me. No, I didn't say that. Am I saying he's wrong? I'm saying hindsight, it's not a good look. I'm saying there are probably better options. But I'm just saying when presented with these options, I mean, even the government's doing it. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not an easy choice to make. So when Kanye says something like Hitler is a bad guy, I hate to break it to you, Kanye's not a dumbass. He's not a retard. He's not crazy. He's not a fucking moron. He's not an idiot. A guy like that doesn't let me tell you something. People don't accidentally become billionaires. I hate to break it to you. It's not an accident. It's not if that was the case, there'd be random billionaires. But no, people build empires and they become billionaires. Money changes them. But he's not a fucking moron, ladies and gentlemen. Kanye's not stupid. And when he says something, it's worth it to at least analyze it and prove him wrong. It's not good enough to just say, oh, I don't like the way this sounds, therefore you're incorrect. That doesn't make any sense. That's extremely lazy. And that's not how you want to do it if you want to be a proponent. If you want to be a what the fuck is the word? If you want to be someone who promotes critical thinking, that's not behavior you would engage in. So let's think about what he's actually saying. Hitler's not a bad guy. So do I agree? Who knows? I don't think anybody's a bad or a good person. I guess you could say this. If you take the sum of people's actions and 51% or greater of those actions are detrimental to the whole, then you could argue that that is a bad person, if that's the metric we're going off of. If 51% of, those actions are bad to the whole and detrimental, not so much that they're not beneficial, that they're specifically detrimental to the whole, to the whole, then you could say, yeah, cringe, by the way. You could say, yes, that is a bad person, technically. So, what did Hitler teach us? Hitler taught us a lot. And that entire situation in Germany taught us a lot about the human psyche and the human unconscious, and how much the human unconscious yearns for dynamism. Let's look up dynamism so I'm not saying this wrong. Let me put the mic down. It's going to be a little loud. The quality of being characterized by vigorous activity and progress. This is in the human instinct. This is unconscious. You pursue dynamism. Have you ever been sitting? You ever found someone who's like, dude, I just want more. But like their life is great. It's dynamism driving them. I just want more. You ever felt that? When like everything's cool and you just want more and you can't stop working. You find yourself not able to quit doing something and you just do things and stuff, but you don't really know what you're doing. Somebody asks you what you're doing, you don't really know. You're like, I don't know, but you're doing a bunch of shit. It's dynamism, dude. You know why? It's because that's how organisms work. They grow and expand. Every organism grows. Literally every single. No organism shrinks. Name an organism that shrinks. Maybe after a certain age, after it peaks, it'll shrink. But like, organisms grow after birth. That's how they work. There's literally zero organisms that shrink after birth. None. Not a single one. So we're the same. We grow, and guess what? We're part of a collective, a human collective that grows as well. I'm going to be discussing a lot more philosophy and ethics on this channel. So I said that in the last video. If you're into that, stick around, because I'm going to be doing a lot more talks that kind of center around this topic. And primarily because of the literature I've been ingesting recently has been very philosophical, very thought-provoking, and it's caused me to kind of recenter myself and things like that. And so I want to share a lot of the knowledge that I think about reading these books with you, because I think it is really, really important shit. I think the world is driven on philosophy and ethics. Well, I don't think. I know that the world is driven on philosophy and ethics. Every decision you make is based off of a philosophy that you follow. Is that true? Not necessarily. You have preferences. So I'll say major decisions come down to philosophy in terms of actions you should take, not places you should go. So like if you should do or shouldn't do something, and you can't, it's difficult to decide. That's when philosophy kind of takes over, and it's like, okay, based off of my belief system, I should do this. And I think especially when it gets to difficult decisions that can affect millions of people, such as that in the government, which I was talking about in the last video, everybody just becomes a philosopher. And I said this as well. There's literally a sect of the United States government that deals with specifically ethics, and they sit around and discuss ethics. They just talk about ethics. That's what it comes down to. I'd highly encourage you to watch that last video. It's pretty good. But that's all I have for today. I really don't know what I'm going to title this one, to be honest.